I lost my voice in war. My wife made me bring it back. My throat was torn from the explosive device before I could scream a warning to my squad, and 7 years later, my girlfriend had never once asked me to try speaking again. Shrapnel had stolen my voice on a Tuesday morning that smelled like diesel and dust. The medic saved my life but left me with a scar that looked like a second smile that was twisted and wrong. When they flew me back to base, my girlfriend was waiting on the tarmac in the rain, her face a blur through the morphine haze. We've been together since sophomore year of high school, 12 years of her knowing every inflection, every stupid joke, every whispered, "I love you," at 3 a.m. So it didn't surprise me when she took one look at my bandaged throat and made a promise that broke something inside me. "I know your voice better than my own. From now on, I'll be your voice." She became the sound I couldn't make. At the drive-thru, she'd translate my signs with disturbing accuracy, her voice carrying the exact irritation I felt. "He'll have the number 3, no pickles." And yes, he's making a face about the price. Phone calls with my boss happened with the phone between us, her mimicking my professional tone so perfectly it hurt. He says he can start Monday, and he's nodding really aggressively, so he's excited. When our upstairs neighbor played music at 2 a.m., she channeled my anger with frightening precision. "My boyfriend wants you to know you're an inconsiderate jackass." She got so good at it, even my own mother couldn't tell the difference during video calls. "He says he's fine, Mom, but in that way where he's clearly not fine." She even caught the marriage question I hadn't planned to sign, my hands trembling as they formed the words. "Wait, he's signing something else. Soon." Oh my God. Her tears matched mine. Everything changed after 3 glasses of wine at our anniversary dinner. She whispered into our dark bedroom, voice thick with something I'd been too selfish to notice. "I miss your voice. I miss how you said baby when you were sleepy." Before I could respond, she backtracked desperately, her hand finding mine in the darkness. "Your hands are your voice now. That's enough. It's enough." But I'd seen the grief she'd been hiding for 7 years. The way she'd pause mid-sentence sometimes, waiting for a response that would never come. The way she'd saved every voicemail I'd ever left her. So 6 weeks before our wedding, I searched AI voice cloning at 2 a.m., my heart hammering against my ribs. A company with a veterans program responded within hours. While she showered, I stole her phone with shaking hands and found the folder labeled his voice. Inside were 47 voicemails, including my deployment proposal where I'd been so nervous I'd stuttered. 2 days later, my 24-year-old voice lived again in digital form. I tested it once in my truck, hearing myself say her nickname through the speakers, and had to pull over because I was crying too hard to drive. The best part was, she didn't suspect a thing. She just kept being my voice, translating my love into sound. When our wedding day came, she read vows about loving me in silence and sound, her voice breaking on every other word. When my turn came, everyone expected me to sign. Instead, my hands trembling, I pulled out my phone and pressed play. "Baby," my young voice filled the venue. Her knees buckled as the recognition hit, a sound escaping her that was half sob, half gasp. I caught her as my recorded voice continued, every word I'd practiced in secret. "For 7 years, you've been my voice, speaking my thoughts with more love than I ever could. You memorized not just my signs, but my silences. You gave me words when I had none, arguing with doctors who said I'd never be the same, laughing with our nephews who think uncle talks with his hands, whispering my love each night when I couldn't. You didn't just speak for me, you spoke as me. I promised I'd call every chance I got when I deployed. This is me keeping that promise. I'm still here, still yours, just quieter." We were both sobbing before my voice said, "I do." She touched my throat like she could feel the words vibrating there, then kissed me like she was breathing life back into my silence, like she could taste the words I couldn't say. Now I wake up and use the AI to whisper, "Good morning," while she makes coffee, watching her freeze every time before turning with tears in her eyes. She saves every recording, building a library of my digital voice like precious artifacts. My voice lives in the cloud, ready for our future children's bedtime stories, ready to tell them how much their mother loved me when I couldn't speak. Science promises throat reconstruction that could pair with neural implants. Until then, I have this bridge between who I was and who I am. Love finds a way to speak, even in silence.